Hi, and welcome to an illustration of the IEG4 eGov Hub eChanges solution. We've got several videos of this, and this is going to be the one illustrating integration between our eChange and circumstances application and the Northgate iWorld back office. So as you can see on the left hand side, we've got the IEG4 eChange application form, and then on the right hand side we've actually got a live claim in the Northgate back office. So you'll see that there's a claimant and there is a dependent on the claim. What we're going to do now is just check the finances that they have. So we can see that currently they have income support, child benefit and child tax credit. What we're going to do is we're actually going to add a partner to this claim, and we're going to also increase the amount of rent that the person pays. So one of the best things about the IEG4 form is of course that we do intelligent authentication. So when the person wants to report a change, they don't have to sign into an online account and wait for a letter to tell them their password or anything. They just go through the same questions that they would be asked if they were on the telephone. So the standard data protection questions which a person would be asked are, of course, things like date of birth, national insurance number, obviously their forename and surname. You're going to need to use that. What we do is we have quite a strict policy in the sense that the person has to give their name, their date of birth, their full address, as well as their national insurance number. But what we do is intelligently behind the scenes is we actually use this information to go into the Northgate back office system and actually carry out a search to find their claim. But not only that, we actually retrieve all of their claim details into the front office. But you'll notice that we don't actually illustrate everything that's in the back office. We simply show what the customer needs to see to be able to update their case. So you'll notice that we've actually retrieved the claim reference from the back office application. So as you'll see, what we're going to do is we are going to add somebody in. We're going to say that the amount of rent that they pay is changed. And we're going to do that first and foremost by adding a partner. So as you'll notice, the form is very user friendly and it's guiding a person through the form, and there's no jargon. So we're adding a partner, and at this stage we're just going to add Miss Claire Davey to the claim. So the great thing about this is that any change in circumstances can be reported electronically, which means that if you have 100% uptake of e-claims, then it's going to be a lot easier to get everybody doing change in circumstances through that channel as well. So we'll say that they moved in on the 1st of January. We're going to say that they're working, so we're not going to give them a passported status, but we're not going to add any statuses or anything. We're simply going to say that this person has got a job and they work at Asda. And they don't have any capital, and they're not paying any childcare costs. So we'll say, yep, they are employed, but they only have one job, and what that'll do is that will then populate the next screen with the number of jobs that the person could have. So if they selected 2 there, there'll be duplicate number of fields so that they can put in 2 sets of details. So we'll record all of their employment information, and then say the day that the job started, and then obviously the most important thing is recording the actual details of their employment. It's not for a limited period of time, and obviously very important for the calculation of benefits is we obviously ask the number of hours that they're working. So at this stage we've collected everything that we need for Claire Davey. So we've said that she's moved in on the 1st of January and she has a job at Asda with net pay of £130. We're then also going to say that from that date a rent increase has been put in place, which means that they now have to pay £240 per week. So at this stage, we've actually completed our change in circumstances based upon the thing we said at the changes that we said had been reported, that needed to be reported. And at that point, we're going to submit it. One of the lovely features that IEG4's eChange solution has is that we actually have an eGov Hub portal, and that portal allows you to view any changes or any electronic form that had been received. So we're going to click on Integrated Change in Circumstances, and we're going to carry out a search to find it. Obviously, we don't have that many cases on our test database, but in this instance, you can see the Untitled name of John McMahon, and I can also see that it's been posted successfully to Northgate. If I then go into the work management area of the Northgate iWorld application, you can see, based upon the national insurance number and the claim reference, that that has actually been processed. And if we click in there to see a few more details, you can see the things that are happening. So a new person was created for Claire Davey. A change in circumstances has been reported for statistical purposes. Income has been put in from the 1st of January. Income support has been ended. And you can see that there's a little note there to say that the rent has also been updated. So if we go to the actual claim now, you'll notice that the case is now pending, so somebody can check it before they assess it. You can see that Claire Davies has been added to it. And you can also see that her income of £150, net of £130, has actually been added to the claim as well. So there's been no user interaction at this stage by anybody in the council, and yet the claim has been completely successfully updated. It's simply a case of, pressing the assess button, and obviously the rent's been updated too. So 3 changes: adding a partner, adding an income, changing the amount of rent, all done in 7.5 minutes. I hope that you enjoyed this presentation, but for more information, please come on to www.ig4.com. Thank you.